sitting in my car watching fireworks, bawling, because I really want to take those fucking guns that I gave back, and I really wish that I could blow my ex-husband's brains out. It's been 5 fucking years since I've seen my kid. I'm fucking pissed. And if this isn't freedom of fucking speech and me being able to get out my emotions without feeling like I'm threatening someone, I am no threat to anyone. I'm no threat to children and animals or humans. I don't try to hurt anybody. People hurt me first, and then I react. And that's what you catch me in, is that hyped up state of reaction. Yeah, I never blew his fucking brains out. I made a video holding those guns and saying, why, if you filed for disability and said that I was mentally unstable and whatnot, why would you leave loaded guns with me? 2 loaded guns. Everyone knows now that I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not actually gonna blow his fucking brains out, but I want to so goddamn badly. But he's a fucking pussy. He'll always be a fucking pussy because he can't take words. I never physically assaulted that bitch. One day I hit him in the head with a saucepan and it bent the saucepan. And you know why? Because he fucked me in my fucking sleep. I don't like that. I don't like to be tampered with when I'm fucking sleeping. I wake up and I get all fucking disoriented. I'm all fucked up because people used to touch me in my sleep. My brother licking my cooch and shit, waking me up. My dad touching me awake. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, for real? If you don't realize that you deal with someone and they tell you things day after day, you're with that person for years, and they disrespect you continuously, and then they lie and manipulate the situation to make them look like the victim, no wonder he has no balls to confront me anymore. No wonder I sit here and I just wait for him to do the right thing, but he can't, because he's already backed himself into a corner so fucking badly that he can't fix the situation, because he lied so many times that he just made himself a little loophole, or loop into a little whirlpool of cesspool of defecation that comes out of his mouth. Excrement, I mean. So yeah, when I say shit, I just want to talk shit. I just want to get it out, because these emotions exist. Everyone has these emotions. They don't speak them aloud, but they think them. But inevitably, everybody will know the frequency of certain things and certain thoughts, because ESP exists. People know. So, of course, I say this shit. Of course I say, oh yeah, I want to blow his fucking brains out. I want to blow my own goddamn brains out for all the shit that I've lived through. The shit that I've seen. The shit that I've had to cry over my whole fucking life, traumatized. So, I say this shit. The state of Arkansas didn't understand it. They said, oh God, we better make sure to keep track of him and make sure that he's not going to get hurt over this. And restraining order after restraining order, restrain her from him. And he's obviously in the right, because look at him, he's so calm and patient. No, read his fucking mind and you'll know he's not calm and patient. He just knows better, because he's gotten in trouble in the past and he keeps it all in. But he's really a sociopath, because only a sociopath would leave loaded guns with somebody he declared mentally unstable. How insane is that? How incredulously insane is that? Are you that naive to believe that this wouldn't come back around sometime, and that you wouldn't end up having to own up to what you truly did to someone else? And now you're trying to live with another family? You just got rid of your baby mama you thought, this is Arkansas, this shit'll happen, you know, she'll just blow her brains out or she'll get in trouble for something. No, I gave the guns back. Everyone knows. I flipped the fuck out, made videos, and I was like, what is this shit? No, you don't do that shit. Just own up to what you did wrong, how perverse you are, that you need therapy, and then all this would be fucking over. But no, you want to drag it on until the child is 18 years old, till she finds me, and then you'll be fucked even harder in the ass, which you like. Yeah, you remember? With the glove? Bet you like that. Sick fuck. Yeah, I expose everything because everything gets caught on video and tampered with anyways, because there's electrical wiring and everything. Frequencies everywhere. There's got to be some way of getting access to video and audio feeds through everything. So I don't give a fuck. I'm just brutally honest about my life in general and how shit's working out. I'm over here crying because I'm watching fireworks when I should be with my child, should be baking cookies, vegan cookies with her. I should be happy. I should be healthy. But no. My ex-husband's family decided to physically assault me. And then when I called the police took me away because it was 3-4 liars against one or more, because the family is so distorted psychologically. They couldn't own up to the fact that they got physical and I did not. So I get acquitted of these charges of assault on 2 family members. I got acquitted right away because they had no viable proof. They had no evidence that I had fought back, because I did not fight his family whatsoever. I didn't get physical. I don't get physical because that is a sign of his ignorance, lower intelligence. So I speak and I get fucking shit on? No, I think not. So I'm going to make these fucking videos. I don't give a fuck. If you think this is threatening, then obviously you need to talk to my psychologist, because he already knows that I make these videos and that I'm putting them out there, because everybody needs to realize these thoughts come and go. These thoughts are completely normal. And now if you act upon them, it's completely different. Then that makes you a psychopath, makes you a sociopath, makes you demonic, makes you crazy, hypocritical. All right. So now for 5 fucking years, I've been forced to stay away from my kid because my ex-husband said that I threatened him with my words, my big girl words. And then I laugh hysterically like the fucking Joker, because I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? People don't know the difference in trying to communicate, and I'm just trying to express myself as openly and honestly as goddamn possible. I am flipping the fuck out right now. This shit should not happen to someone like me. I should not have to live in my fucking car for everyone to do the fucking right thing and just be honest about the shit that's happened. The sexual abuse. Mainly that. The physical abuse. That too. That's not cool. I may talk shit, and it's a brutal honesty, but I don't sit there and cut people down first. That's what everybody knows about Leticia. She will never start a fight first. That is true. I will not start the fight. And now, if I see someone doing some fucked up shit, that means that fucked up shit caused it. The shit that I react to immediately. Immediate. People know me. People know me. There's video, there's audio of me all over the fucking place. And I like it. I like exposing my raw emotions, because nobody does this shit. Except for like when they get on at Britney Spears for shaving her head because it was under all these underlying things. There's all kinds of stuff that goes on. I'm just brutally honest. I'm trying so hard to just be good and do the right thing and not hurt anybody. And here I am sitting alone on the 4th of fucking July. Freedom rings, bitch. Freedom of speech. Brandon Kelly Collins, you stole my fucking kid. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way toward my child. I am just cussing up a storm because this is the fucking emotions that I get because I cannot stab you. Although I would love to stab you in the fucking jugular. But I will not. I cannot because my faith says I cannot. My God says I cannot. I'm not supposed to hurt people. Like your family using the words of God against everything else, but they physically harm other people. They cause reactions, Brandon Kelly Collins, as well as yourself, cause reactions for people to want to commit suicide. The things that your family has done to me psychologically through my post-traumatic stress that I incurred through all encounters with your family has caused me to be emotionally unstable. Nothing more. I want to be around my kid. There's nothing wrong with me being around kids and animals or anything like that. It has everything to do with me being around my aggressors, my abusers. That's when people don't know where, when, and how I'm going to fucking stab somebody. Because these abusers push me into a state of detachment, what is the word, like cognitive detachment, where I can't function. I don't know what I do during those moments. So when I'm around my aggressors like that, and I never had like counseling with them, like therapy with these people, that's when I get verbally aggressive toward them. And then people wonder if I'm actually going to get physically aggressive. And I'm not sure if I would, because honestly, my heart races, my palms get sweaty, and I honestly just want to either, it's that fight or flight immediately when I'm around these people, because I'm so traumatized. So here are my raw emotions. Take it or leave it, and mostly just take it and shove it up your fucking ass. And these are just, this is how it works. This is the monstrosity that you created through damaging me psychologically and sexually, physically. This is what happens. So I can't reach out. I can't go to these places that I list on my social media, the houses and stuff. I put it out there so my daughter knows that I know these locations and I know to stay away from these locations because the authorities had to tell me and inform me. And at first they were aggressive. They really thought that I was going to harm somebody or my child. And then it's just like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, officer? You don't know all sides. You heard the side of the people that were abusing me, and then I didn't have my voice at that time because I was so traumatized. And now I finally have my voice, and everybody leaves me alone because they're like, oh shit, yeah, she is, she's not cognitively distorted. She's not crazy, essentially. She knows right from wrong. But my emotions, that's the one thing. I am so frightened right now, like of myself, of harming myself at this very moment. That's why I make these videos when I'm at my weakest, because I have to reach out and I have to discuss this with somebody, anybody. So I'm trying to stay calm, trying not to overreact. Do I want to go burn people's houses down? Yeah, of course I do. Anybody fucking would that has lived through the shit that I've lived through. The abuse, the constant abuse, the neglect. Because this is neglect. There's nothing okay with what is going on with me right now. The fact that I've been homeless for like 9 months. I've been homeless for 9 months, living like in my car, like sleeping in my car a majority of the time, and then crashing at people's houses whenever they allow me to stay so that I can cook for myself here and there. I am not going to stress myself out with anything more than I can handle, which is essentially just caring for myself and getting out my stress and my trauma in a positive way, coping in positive ways, like discussing this openly when there is no one around. That way I can guide myself through it, you know, because I said before, God, everyone's version of God is introspective. So I go within and I talk to God, and I tell myself, like, what would be best for my child? What would be best? Should I harm anybody else? No. What would be best for her? Should I harm myself? No. Should I, you know, do my best to try to maintain myself at this moment because I can't function psychologically? I'm so depressed. Just make it one more day. Just make it one more day. You know, one day she'll come and find you. It doesn't matter what these other people say or do, because she will see the difference in the way people have spoken about you, the way people have neglected to appreciate me, and that will traumatize her. So I told him from the very beginning, from when the divorce was going on and everything, I told him, I was like, we need, you know, counseling. And he was like, no, you know, he was so sweet, and we were still sleeping with each other for 2 months after the divorce. So if he was sitting there trying to say that he was afraid of me, how in the hell was that going on when we were sleeping together and there's proof of that? So I'm horrified. I'm horrified at my reality, because I'm like, you know, I'm sick and tired of this shit. Sick and tired of having to make it every goddamn day just to have a headache here and there when he's off gallivanting and having another family with this fat bitch cunt that I tried to contact. She's so fucking ugly too. How in the fuck did you think that you were gonna downgrade and expect that I wasn't gonna talk shit about her? And the fact that I just don't know her as an individual, I shouldn't talk shit. No, I see her photos. I tried to reach out to say, hey, can you, I want to see my kid, you know, please, thank you for caring for Brandon at this time and whatever. The bitch blocked me. I am no danger to anybody but myself. That's so true. I'm no danger to anybody but myself. So I avoid everything. Like, I am very avoidant now. I just don't even care. I don't care that that's something that is causing, like, being caused by the trauma and whatever. Like, very avoidant. If somebody at all pisses me off, I just leave. Over it. Don't piss me off. I'm out. I'm not going to deal with people's abuse. And I know that some people are like, well, that's not technically abuse. No. Touching me like that, trying to cuddle up to me like that, that's abuse. Don't fucking touch me. And then there's the people that are like, oh, well, you know, they said something and this and that. And I'm just thinking, like, do you not see how they live their lives, though, behind closed doors? No, I can't associate with certain people, because that's disgusting. Like, some people are so disgusting, and then they presume that they can sit there and judge other people. And I'm just like, holy shit, I'm disgusting enough, but I sanitize everything of my own, and I keep it to myself like it's crazy. Fucking crazy. I hate people. I fucking hate people. I fucking hate everything right now. I know I'm supposed to love, and I do. In the morning, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll just get out all my cusses, and I'll be fuck this, fuck that. And people don't realize, like, that's the bipolar, right? That's, you know, psychological dysfunction. No, that's fucking an equilibrium. That's having a balance to your fucking emotions so that you know what's right and wrong. Jesus. That's why you talk this shit out. Like, I see people leaving trash and everything, or not brushing their teeth, and then they're just like, they complain about this and that, and they think, and I'm just like, bro, do you not step back and see it from a third-party perspective? Anyway, I feel better now after ranting. It happens every time. It's the communication. I have to get out the communication, and I can't even function sometimes. Like, I am so traumatized in this realm, and then all I want to do is just sleep, because I don't want to be here. I don't want to see this shit. I just want to sleep until I die. Sometimes that's how it is. Like, for real. That's why I got so fat for those years after the divorce, because all I did was lay there and sleep while this piece of shit boyfriend that I had fed me fried fucking food every day. All he did was just fried chicken, fried potatoes, mashed potatoes, gravy, slather everything with gravy. What kind of a lifestyle is that? Bacon, burgers. No wonder I was so goddamn big. No wonder I got over 300 pounds. No wonder I was so depressed. No wonder I couldn't find myself. And then I realized, holy shit, none of that is me. My true me is this. Telling everyone to fuck off, and telling everyone to leave me alone, and telling everyone that I would like to be loved. I would like that, but I don't need it anymore. Like, I don't need it. I don't need anybody traumatizing me to get close to me in any format, not sexually, not financially, not, because my ex-husband, he moved in with me after he burnt down a trailer or whatever in Pennsylvania, lost his job. He was homeless and had no job. Huh. How ironic. Like, that's what's going on with me right now. How weird. And I gave him a home. I let him stay with me. We'd known each other for a month. Communicated for a month. Talking. Discussing before we had ever gotten physical with one another. And I cared for him. I thought I loved him from the moment I met him. Like, I really did. But obviously that wasn't love when he fucking left me 5 years ago, got remarried to some other cunt, and then has her raise my kid, and has his fucking nasty, filthy, pussy mom raise my kid too. Get some fucking pants on, Loretta. Please wash your vagina also. Please. Goddamn. Like, I'm not even fucking playing. You're a fucking filthy, disgusting whore. And yeah, everyone knows that you fuck around on your husband during your fucking marriage and whatever, and it's common knowledge. You look slutty. That's how it is. And then you go around in t-shirts, no bras, just panties, around your adult sons and their girlfriends. Wow. And I'm the one that's called crazy here. Please, grow the fuck up. I'm over it. And I'm over it. That's why I make these videos and I travel all over the goddamn place so no one can do shit about this. What are you gonna do? You gonna sue me for slander? You gonna sue me for what? I ain't got money. That's the fucking hilarious part of it. You can't do shit. What are you gonna do? Put me in jail for more harassing communications? Is this harassing your communication? Loretta, you have a pacemaker in your heart because you're a nasty cunt with no heart. That's exactly what you get. So, and then like Glenda, and oh my God, like all of you are so pathetic. Just, I want to give you just, Lord bless you. I'm fucking over you people. Fucking over dealing with this shit. I will get out my emotions honestly and openly like I want to and communicate it to my child the way I do, because these emotions exist. They're never gonna go away because you didn't fix it. You abused me, made me look like the aggressor, and then skipped out as if nothing was gonna come back around? Are you fucking ridiculous? Do you not believe in karma? Do you not believe in, like, the universe and how things work? No. Wow. That's why I just don't give a shit about being brutally honest anymore. I see what I see and I call it out because that's psychological dysfunction. And I have been in therapy since I was 12 years old, and I know the difference now. And I've known the difference for a long ass time. And the only problems that I've had are consumption of like food, like overeating or undereating, having eating disorders, suicidal ideations where I've thought, yeah, I'm better off because nobody cares about me. Why should I, And then also my lustfulness, where I was seeking out love in all the wrong places. I mean, yeah, I know these flaws. Yeah, I've changed that. I've changed all of those things. I stay away from all the toxicity and all the things that affect me negatively, all the coping mechanisms that I used prior that were negative. And now I'm using positive ones, and I feel so much better. Eating healthfully, exercising, communicating openly. That's what I love. Like, I just don't care. I just don't care. Everyone knows I'm a very loving person. I'm not going to harm anybody, and I'm not going to be fucking harmed anymore. And even like when officers approach me or whatever, they're like, oh, Leticia, what are you up to? I'm good. Like, please just back up. Like, please don't touch me, and I won't get violent. Like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Like, that's how it is. And it's just, that's what happens with people that are traumatized. Like, please just don't. I don't know if it's a form of autism or what, or, but just please. Sometimes I freeze. Sometimes I won't say anything. That's where my antisocial tendencies. But smoking medicinal marijuana helps me to, like, be able to talk, and helps me to be able to discuss these things and to socialize. So, I don't know. I fell into the right habits now. I smoke my marijuana, or I consume it, and then now I'm able to function, and I don't take any pharmaceuticals anymore, and they don't fog my thought patterns as much anymore. Yeah, sometimes I get really high and I forget what I'm doing or whatever at that moment, but then I just shrug it off and I laugh it off, and I'm always like trying to be in a positive mood, because I've always been that way. People have always said, but then when they see me in my negative moments, they change their mind about me, and I'm like, hold on. No. This is the way that you're supposed to communicate this out, because either you write it out. Some people burn the letters that they write out. I'm going a step further. I just want to get these videos out there because I have a reason to. I have a child out there that does not know my side of the story. I have a child out there that doesn't know how much I loved her, how much I devoted my time and efforts into making her the best version of herself that I could possibly make her. Sure, I didn't work out when I was pregnant with her or anything like that. I didn't realize that. I was in a state of shock from being pregnant, and also not sure of how things were going to develop with her father, because I thought he loved me, but he was really just sort of a misogynistic pig. And I didn't realize all of that until like much later on, after having my daughter and being stuck in a relationship that I didn't want to be in. And he knew, and he was stuck too. He didn't want to be with me. So, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean that our child has to suffer not knowing where she comes from, or suffer in the sense that it's one-sided. He made it out to be like, oh no, like, just sign these papers and we'll be together in the end. And I didn't know I signed over the rights to my daughter. So when I talked to an attorney about it, he was like, you'll never get your child back. And it's because of the diagnosis or whatever, the disability that was filed for me. So it was all tied in. So my ex-husband got away scot-free, or so he thought, until I started vocalizing this publicly. And now he doesn't know what to do, because this is actually how things have transpired. There are records of all of these things that I say. I don't just mess around trying to mess with people. No. There are records to everything that I say. So I am not lying. I'm brutally honest, and that's the sickening part about me, because I just can't help it. That's what Leticia does. She'll help you, but she'll hurt you first with the truth. And I don't know, man, that's what I had to do with myself too, hurting myself with the truth and realizing that I had gained too much weight and just let myself go, thinking that he was going to come back and do the right thing, and that he actually did love me. He didn't really love me. He loved some fat ugly bitch that he went to high school with, and that is cool. Like, I'm so happy for them. Like, I really am. They're perfect for each other. That's how it is. Like, he found his soulmate. He found his perfect match. And that's great. I'm so happy for you. Honestly. I don't wish any ill will really on you. Except for the fact that it's just like, you're fucked up and you're going to get your karma. And Like, my daughter is suffering and I'm suffering being away from my daughter, so that means that you're a terrible monster for doing what you had done. And if I'm still continuing to suffer every day, then what does that make you? What does that make the relationship that you have when you told me that you didn't believe in the constructs of marriage and that was the only reason that you divorced me? But then you went and got remarried for financial backing to this dumb cunt, this dumb fat cunt that will never be anything but 3 times my size. Yeah, that bitch will never. Don't even play. Don't even fucking play. And then you're trying to put this bitch around my child and have her rate. Do you even know how ridiculous you look? I told you to put that baby in Catholic school. I told you to put that baby in a school where she would get a higher education. I wanted to move away from this nonsense, this Southern hypocrisy. But you didn't want to do that. You wanted to stay right here and just, yeah. That's so funny. If you don't make me sick, you make a lot of other people sick that hear my story. Because they're just like, holy shit, that motherfucker. That's why you don't have social media. Because you can't get away with having social media anymore, because you know I'll talk shit until you fix the fucking situation. Because I'm not about to be fighting in any other goddamn way. I'm over it. I use my words, and I use them like a big girl, and I'm over it. Fucking over it. I'll go off and have another life. And my Tootsie will be waiting around, which kind of makes me feel like a fucking baller in a sense, because I went out and popped out a baby and somebody else is going to raise it for me, and then she's going to come back around and be like, man, Mom, you're so cool. Like, I'm so sorry that everybody else is so fucked up. Like, yeah, I know what you mean, kid. Like, that's why we look alike, and yeah. It'll be amazing. It really will. It truly will. I can't wait to see her. Like, I'm so angry because I don't get to see her. And that's where these putrid words, these really just vulgar and destructive I wish I wasn't so angry. I wish I wasn't so angry at the world for allowing me to go through the abuse and letting my abusers go scot-free for the moment. And I say for the moment because my story's not over yet. And that's why I laugh, like, hysterically, like the Joker. Because I'm like, God, this is the middle. This is just, it's just beginning. And like, I'm so blessed. I really am blessed. Even though, you know, I talk shit and I've got to have these moments, and I'm hyper blessed, and I know that. Because even having those moments that I had with my child for those years, the first 4 years, I will never forget that. Those were the happiest moments. I loved her so much. I devoted every minute to her. I'd be right there awake whenever she made a noise, and that's why she wasn't very vocal, because I already, like, I would get her everything she needed before she even said it. So she never cried, and she never threw a tantrum. Never. I loved her so much. I just wanted her to be always happy, and whenever anything happened to her, I felt personally hurt, you know, like, because I'm an empath, so I felt her emotions. I didn't want her to ever cry or anything. So, like, one time she got hit in the head with one of the toys. But then I got angry in front of my ex-husband once, too. And I shoved her over. She was trying to walk up in between us as we were arguing right before the divorce. that was like that's when I knew. I was like, oh my God, I'm so angry. I'm not even angry at her. Like, I can't take it out on her. I don't want her to see us fighting, for one. And then I just like shoved her over, and if I didn't know, I was like, what? And then I yelled. It was traumatizing for everyone, I think. Because I wasn't a violent person. I wasn't physically violent, and I never did that to my kid. But right there at the end of the divorce, after the physical assaults, after everything, of course, I was going to get angry at something, anything, you know? And we were going through the divorce, and then I said a bunch of fucked up shit to my ex-husband to his face, and he thought I was going to murder him and my child and his family and whatever. And I'm like, bro, if you only knew what I truly meant, then you'd eat your own words. Eat your own actions. I bet you're doing that now, though, aren't you? Eating shit. Because I'm going to make sure everybody knows about what you've done, what your family's done. And I'm over it. I'm over it. Because my life didn't just happen for nothing. My life isn't just... And everybody's like, move on, Leticia, go to school, this and that. Oh, really? How the fuck am I supposed to go to fucking school now when I spent all my goddamn money taking care of a child? And then when I ended up, it was his turn to put in, he just packed up and left. He got a good job after I helped him go to school for it. And he left. Like, what the fuck? Like, I literally set this bro up. And then he ended up getting a baby, so then he started claiming the income taxes for it and whatever. So he was getting money from me. I used my body. And I told everyone that's like human trafficking. I feel like I've been human trafficked. Because that's not okay. That shit is not okay. Completely not okay. I'm so fucked up, I just want to stab and gouge your fucking eyes out. Do you realize how bad that sounds, that I have to publicize this and make these videos public? That I have to put my emotions out there? How stupid you're gonna fucking look? Because in reality, I am not a bad person. Nothing I do, aside from talking shit to my abusers. And then they turn around and talk shit and they're just like, oh, she a bad person. No, look into each one of us individually and you'll see who the bad people are. Exactly. Fucking exactly. That's why I just hold my fucking breath and I talk shit, because I can't even fucking deal with this reality. So goddamn pissed. But I'm not pissed enough to harm anything or, vandalize or anything like that. Or thieve or anything anymore. I went through like klepticism when I was around my ex-husband. Because I was so distraught over like all the things that had happened, transpired between his family and everything. And just the mentality, the ignorance within his family. And I was trying really hard to comprehend where he had come from, to gather information about what type of person he truly was. Then I realized he was just a big piece of shit. And I was like, man, I really don't know how to pick him. So I know, it's hilarious for me, because I'm just like, this is going to be a really funny book. Eventually, I'm just going to be like, oh my God, here's all the secrets. These are the secrets that go on in people's minds. And guess what? This is kind of shit that men do in order to lure you into a state of submission so that you can depend on them and be controlled by them. And I knew better, because my father was a fucking piece of work. And anyway, I gotta brush my teeth and go to bed. I just like to talk Everybody knows. Leticia just likes to talk. She likes to hear herself talk. I don't like to necessarily hear myself talk as much as I just want to get this shit out there and want somebody to do something about it. Because nobody's done anything about it. I've harped about this shit since I was 12 years fucking old, and I'm just like, I'm over it. And then talking this shit about my ex-husband, and I, like, nobody believed me. No one believed me. I was like, hold on. I'm so traumatized, I can't even speak to these people. I wanted to stab some people in the fucking face. Like, my psychologist, my therapist, the officers that put me in jail and shit. Like, I just looked at them like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Like, that's why I'm so calm. I'm like, literally, I could have snapped and tried to stab somebody quickly, easily. I know I could have done it, but I don't, because I don't want to snap like that. Ain't no way I'm going to snap like that either. I would hurt myself before I would hurt somebody else, and everybody knows that. Fucking ridiculous. 5 goddamn years, and I'm sitting here watching fireworks alone when I should have been like that little girl at the playground. And she's like, where's your kid? It's like, I don't have any kids. And she was confused. She's like, looked at me like, you're lying. And I was like, whoa. Some kids. Some interactions with kids. And she was telling me about this stuff, her imagination and everything, and I was like, bro, that's amazing. She liked me. They always liked me. I don't know why, though. Apparently I'm a monster, and I'm not supposed to be raising my own child, so why should I interact with other people's children? Why should I interact with other humans? That's what it feels like. Just wish I had my fucking kid. So I can coddle her, so I can braid her hair, so I can teach her how to brush and floss her fucking teeth. Because her dad doesn't know how to do that for himself. So why would he teach her well? He didn't brush and floss before bed when we were together, so why would he at this point? Fucking over it. People are fucking stupid. And then you think that that's gonna be best for the fucking kid. For real? You know I'm going through an emotional upheaval. All I needed was a little bit of help. You could have had people in place for that. You know, you talk about your faith down here in the South and being religious and reaching out and this and that, and then you rip shit away through the legal system because you don't know people on a personal level, and then you fuck their entire lives up because you don't know them? Who the fuck do you think you are? These judges and whatnot. They just, let's sign that over because we've got a majority of the family stating this. Are you fucking insane? Use the fucking audio and visual that you collect through the fucking phones and the fucking other shit that you have. People are fucking ridiculous, and the fucking government is too. CIA and FBI, what kind of nonsense is that? Ruining good people's lives. I'm over it. You know this shit goes on and you don't do goddamn shit about it. Don't want to reverse it. You gotta work on your own. You gotta make your own money. Money is a fabrication. It's nonsense. It's a fabrication. There's nothing. Wow. Anyway. I can go on forever. That's why people are like, whoa, Leticia, you really know a lot. You're like very super hyper smart. And I'm like, no, apparently I'm not, because I let people manipulate me emotionally. I actually am hyper smart. Anyway, fuck you, people. I love you, Tara. I really do. If by chance I don't make it through one of these nights, I want you to know I always loved you. I always loved you. I always took very good care of you. I never let anything happen to you. I wish I had a puppy. I wish I had my daughter. But I can't get everything I want. Half the time I don't even get everything I need. So, why should I get anything beyond that? Because filthy whore children, little mixed fucking trash like me don't deserve anything in the United States of America. Because when we speak out, nobody listens to begin with, and we're not worth it because we were mixed anyway. We weren't capable of doing anything beyond just being part of the working class, so why would they help? It's how it works in the United States, capitalism and whatnot. They want their money so that they can do something about it. But I don't want to give them any more of my time or money because I'm over it. I'm so stressed out. I don't want to deal with you people. So, like, take your money from other people to support me. If that's what you need, is some false monetary gain for each individual person that exists on this world. Especially the good people that try to give back in as many ways as possible. You're tripping. You're all fucking tripping. You're all gonna go to hell. It's true. It's true. People that fuck with people like that, you're all burn in fucking hell. I love you, Tara. Have a good night. Happy 4th of July, 2021.